off again, and we're about to set off on possibly one of Scotland's finest bikepacking routes, if not the finest.
We're doing it a little bit differently this time though, because we are at the start of the Great Glen Way, which will give a bit of a clue as to where we're going. We are also on the big bike made for two. So is this the Badger and the Beast? We will yet to be seen. Will we conquer the Badger?
It's an awesome route, so can't wait to get started.
If we finish it, will we be the first people to have done the Badger on the tandem?
340 kilometres, I think, about 210 miles, something like that.
We're at Inverness Castle, which we would have shown you in a bit better detail, but it's currently under refurbishment and it's just filled with workmen and diggers at the moment. But hopefully Kelvin Grove will be awaiting for us in Glasgow in 4 days' time.
Can I also just say huge thanks to Keith's dad for being just a legend and transporting us and the Beast here to the start.
Ooh. 7k in and absolutely puggled.
Yeah.
I said on the way up here this hill was my least favourite bit of the entire route.
Oh, we have another one coming.
There's more hills, but just leaving the town straight up, absolutely straight up. It's like max heart rate, back wheels slipping on gravel.
But it doesn't just keep going up, it does give you little
It just got up
moments.
all the way. She's lying up all the way. Sweat doesn't lie.
I don't know that I'm all that keen on my pilot having one hand on the handlebars. I think that's a bit risky. Yeah, that's better. Well, there you go.
Oh, the camera's in my mouth.
Didn't think that one through.
It's struck me an olive.
Olives, pineapple and cheese, the best combo.
Voile straps. Made for every kind of carrying.
First glimpse of Loch Ness.
What about that for a view? Into compression. Whey. Welcome to the roller coaster of the Divide. Some of the best trail on the route. And braking. Yes. It's grins all round.
Oh, massive fan! How good was that?
Yeah, I think we might be making our brakes smoke a bit, but that was absolutely epic. Brilliant.
You can do it. There's optimism from the stoker.
I've got to just wind it in a bit again, I think. It just wants to accelerate. That's the thing. Like, it's the fastest accelerating bike and then you add all of the bikepacking luggage.
Yes.
So we weighed this before we left, and the bike with a couple of bottles on it was 44 kilos on its own. So yeah, I think we'll be needing new discs and pads by probably the first stop.
This is just mental, absolutely ridiculous.
Here we go.
Let's go.
A little optimistic in the gear choice there. Right, we're nearly done with this section, one of our absolute favourite bits, and we're just about to come out
Again.
to the viewpoint. Look at that. So, a little pit stop in Drumnadrochit, getting a quick feed. It's a usual meal deal, and just parked the beast up. Too big for the bike racks, unfortunately.
Co-op's one of our reliable stops
Yep.
for
So,
bikepacking trips.
time for a wee bit of refreshments before the next hill.
That's tight. Well done. Hey, I'm feeling a little like we're getting that turning mojo back. Ooh, oh, we really are.
Yeah, I think we're behind that one.
No, I thought you were stopping.
So that's a milestone. First proper milestone, would you say? I've got sweaty eyes. Sweat running into them. Rub the sweat out of my sweaty eyes with a sweaty top.
Incredible. It's just been so nice having the views of the loch all the way along. Loch Ness just so long. I I can smell the brakes. Always a good sign.
So we made it to Fort Augustus. We got here with 15-20 minutes to spare before the petrol station, which is the only thing that's open here, shut at 8. So we've got a few bits of food, but they had really poor options, didn't it? So tomorrow's breakfast is just a big wedge of Selkirk bannock cake. Looks like we'll be digging into our supply of cereal bars tomorrow to keep us going. Well, it's a bit dreich, isn't it?
It certainly is.
So we've just left. Where have we left?
We have left the Lundis at Fort Augustus.
Fort Augustus. And we are heading up General Waits Military Road, and we're going to get a pitch, hopefully not too long.
Just seen something rather random on the gate. A set of Allen keys. How cool is that? This is General Wade's Military Way.
Right. Wet kit, let's fingers crossed, maybe it'll stop raining before we have to put the tent up. Shoot some bums before they run. We're waiting for shooting stars. Oh, that's on.
You just have to
See the trail?
pick a side and go for it.
Right, okay, I'm going to focus on this side. Good one in a minute. Oh,
yeah, that
was one. Well, we can't see the stars for the clouds because it's absolutely pouring with rain, so we've got to use our imagination a little bit. But what I didn't imagine was 75k and being absolutely shattered. Knackered.
Yeah, that was 75, felt like 105.
I'd say it's like 75 plus 20% for tandem tax.
Yeah.
I think. So, but we had some good moments today. Some quite hard bits.
Yeah, that the gearing is definitely harder on that bike.
Yeah, so we've got a 32 front and a 46 on the back, but it was slipping a bit. So it was probably the most worn one on the tandem. So yeah, that meant we were 32, 42, which sounds like a lot of people say, oh, I've got that on my gravel bike, but the bike weighs 44 kilos plus us.
And our Moxies, our usual bikes.
Yeah, we run pretty low gearing on that, so I'm running a 28 tooth front with a 51 on the back.
This might be a bit boring with all the numbers.
And you run a 32 with, we can go back to watching Shooting Stars if you like. Notice there's no moons.
Okay. I'm watching the stars.
Lindsay runs a 3250. Just for information. That one there. And that is the beginning of the Corrieyairack Pass. Good morning. It's what, 5:30, 6 o'clock?
I think it's 6 o'clock now.
And we're getting ready for day 2.
Starting day 2 with a bang, straight over the Corrieyairack Pass.
We've got yesterday's kit and a little breeze, hopefully drying a little bit. Yeah. So this is it for this morning. And Lindsay's filtered some water, so we've got full reserves for going over this bit.
Definitely time for a sweetie break. We've got some fizzy kickers. This is a kicker of a hill, I would say, isn't it? Corrieyairack is a challenging hill. Kind of three sections really, isn't it? You've got the first sort of...
where we camped at the bottom of the Corrieyairack, it's all zigzags up and up, quite steep. And then you've got this sort of moor section that sort of goes along, sweeps down into that ravine down there. That's the end of that. And once you get to the bottom of that, you come up here, and then it's the long straight sections, and basically follows the route up, the same as the pylons. This is without a doubt the hardest thing that we've done on a mountain bike since
the hardest climbing.
Yeah. Instant reaction to Nobby's fizzy kickers. They got a bit of kick.
They're good. I like them.
So that is a good sign. One pylon higher than all the rest means the top absolutely, yeah, this is just not one to be one of those money, oh it's really hard kind of thing, but yeah, it's really hard.
Final push.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, go.
Stop.
Weather's not being super kind.
Well, the realities of bikepacking in Scotland, it's not always sunshine.
It's keeping the midges away.
It is, and I liked your theory. I hadn't thought of that before. We are cycling into a headwind, and the thinking goes that if you're cycling into it, it's going to pass you quicker. I like that thinking.
So, stay positive. We've done a little change around. Lindsay's on the front. Can't say I enjoy it all that much. I'm not squealing though. Not yet. It might come. Yeah, I don't know how she does it on the back. It's like a diesel engine room, kicks out loads of power, still manages to balance and hang on, which I just seem to struggle to do either, or both of them together.
I don't really know how you wrestle the front either, to be honest, but it's quite fun to have a try.
There's an knackering on the back. Would you like anything I can pass to you? I have a selection of in-flight treats. Actually, I've got none. We're all out of food. We're absolutely starving. We're both broken, and we just can't wait to get to Corrour. That's about the summary. It's been some trip.
Wishing upon satellites, 'cause my shooting stars don't arrive on time. Wide awake in the dead of night, I've been looking for all the reasons why I feel so lost. I get so lost. Show me the way home. I can't go the way I know. I've been looking for a line. Show me the way home. Show me the way home. Show me the way.
I've never been so glad to see a train station. One with a really good restaurant attached. Awesome.
Show me the way home. I can't go the way I know. I've been looking for a line. Show me the way
We are at Corrieyairack railway station, having managed just to squeeze our tandem into one of the carriages. We left Corrour. We've decided that it would be a sensible point to break off. We've had 2 days, and we're just not quite tandem perfect for the full distance to Glasgow. Badger 1, Beast 0. So we will be back. Hey. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed and were entertained, please consider dropping us a little like below. It is nice to get that feedback and also helps us to grow the channel. We will be producing some more bikepacking content very soon. Until then, here's our back catalogue of bikepacking videos. If you don't want to miss out on the future content, hit subscribe below. Thank you very much for watching.